Hello, this is Lars. Welcome back to KSB Hard Mode. Not hardcore, but mode. Yeah. so, first of all, here we are going to push our Duna visitors ship out to Ike because there is some science out there and we should probably go grab it. So I'm just finagling a bit here with the nodes just to get a clean burn. And then we're going to burn for doing some extra checks, just sending back any experiments we have. And then, well, we don't really have any good way of sending them back because this thing doesn't have its own antenna. It relied on the antenna we had on the lander. That doesn't matter much, really, because we do have some antennas going on around there, and we have a short dipole antenna, of course, because I put that on every ship. And so we are able to go to Ike and then just get an orbit, and we should be able very soon to, yeah, there we had some contact, yeah. So this is the place we could actually get some more science without spending a lot of effort. Now you can see up in the left corner there that I actually added the Kerbal alarm clock, and that's a good thing because we need to start thinking about getting these guys home. We have a couple hundred days to do it, so we're not in any rush, but if we miss the next launch window or transfer window, yeah, we're not going to be in that good shape. So just spamming some science, getting it all, and yeah, turning around here a bit, getting ready. So yeah, as you can see here, we are just fixing our orbit a bit and just doing some small stuff. And this is kind of cool. We have actually launched our new tug for the new station. So you can see here there is a bug when you time warp and use the long range lights. The effect is kind of cool though. So this thing is pretty simple. As you can see, I'm just trying to fix my orbit here, just getting close to the target, and we're going to dock this to the top, I believe, of the ship. You'll see in a second. Yeah, so this thing is just a tug, basically. It has not a lot of fuel, but it's not supposed to go that far on its own. It's just supposed to be able to dock these things and be used as a couple of extra engines for, well, whatever you need it for. And we are trying to get in there. And I, of course, forget to add docking or set up docking modes. I have to refix it all the time. I did add the docking indicator mod, so that makes it a lot easier. Now, getting in closer. Oh, you can see actually that the guys light up too when we do that. Might be a bug. Might just be a bug. I don't care too much. Set that as the target, try to get in slowly, don't crash. Oh, too far. Oh, no, oh, okay, yeah, it seems good. And of course we need to open up the thing here and set our targets, and I decide that, well, we might want to turn this thing around because I don't want it that close to the solar panels. Might create some issues. So as you can see here, trying to dock this, and last second I just turn it around and dock it. Yep, and we are docked to the thing here. Now we do have a lot of guys up here. The storage container is full, and we have 2 other capsules with people. So we should probably send these guys straight back home. Now there's no RCS on this thing, so we'll just have to gently push ourselves away. Yeah, you can see actually the solar panels got a bit of a push there, so you need to be really careful. Now we're pushing ourselves back here, and I was considering actually trying for the space center, but I decided that it wasn't worth the effort. Oh, so standard re-entry procedure. Just wait here, get the electric charge, and then turn off all the guidance systems and just fall down to Kerbal. That's the usual way to do it. Okay, so we're going down, and I do love the re-entry effects, and with deadly re-entry it's so much more fun because, look, we're actually burning out our shield. So we started to heat up the capsule, but it did end okay. I actually went in way too shallow, that's the problem. I should have either braked a bit more, but it did actually do alright, so I won't care too much about it. Now, as you can see here, we are launching another one of the contact mission crafts. And the reason for that is that Jewel is actually coming up. The transfer window to Jewel is coming up pretty soon. So I want to get ready for that. So this thing will just linger on in orbit while we wait. And as you can see, we are able to keep almost a full tank with the skipper engine, and we have a nuke thing too, so we still have 8,000 meters a second, which is really, really good because we are going to need a lot. Now this is actually counting the final probes, so they have some of it, of course. And so we need to launch one last thing today, and that is, well, we are going to try out our Minmus miner thing next episode. So we need to get some communications going, because the one satellite we have out there is not enough to actually both keep us in contact with Kerbal and cover the surface. So we need some more coverage. So this thing is actually our first Tricom sat, which is stacked. So we don't need to do any of that silly radial mounting things that I did, which is really good. Of course, this is a standard mission, just going to Minmus, getting the periaps there, and then warping until we reach the burn. Now, this thing has a lot of fuel. This is way bigger than we ordinarily would need, right? So, why do we have that much fuel? Well, because I used the standard launcher, really. There's really no other reason to have it. But, as you'll see, that actually came in very handy. So, usually you'd try to get just the fuel needed, but I was not prepared to see how fast this was. So if you look at the node there, we are passing it and burning 300 meters a second too much, which is not good. So we'll actually have to reverse and get back to it, and which means that we are going to lose our encounter because we burned too early, we were speeding up for too long. So we'll have to do some more adjustments here. We probably would have to do some adjustments anyway, so it doesn't matter that much. Just raise our periaps there. Well, not raise it, but we'll burn normal, I think it is, yeah. Get our encounter again. And as you can see, we wasted almost 700 meters a second there. But it doesn't matter that much, really. I'm just going to eyeball this now. Oh, yeah, we have our periaps, that's good. So, thing right now is, well, we're not really reliably going to get any contact here. So, let's go to the moon quickly, and our repurposed interplanetary relays, now the planetary relay, and Kerbal specific planetary relay will now be used. So we'll add just target Minmus for now. These are sadly a bit too precise the ones we have there. I should probably shoot something up in a high orbit, which is really, really wide, with a wide beam, so I could just focus it on Minmus and the moon. But again, it doesn't matter much. So we'll do a bit of fix here to our orbit. Well, it's not an orbit yet. Or, well, it kind of is actually. It's a hyperbolic orbit, which just means that it doesn't really orbit more than once. Okay, so burning retrograde as usual, just trying to fix our thing here, get rid of that. That's going to circle the Kerbal forever. And let's get on the other side here, and now we want to fix our thing, our orbits. So just going to go for the periaps. First we're going to release the outer satellite though. I'm going to go with one outer satellite and then two inner ones. It'll give better coverage, and even though the orbital kind of matching there will vary a bit, that doesn't matter too much. So we're going into a lower orbit, and yeah, and we're going to release the second one. Now you'll see here that we'll just burn down our apoaps a bit and almost hit that thing. Oops. Well, doesn't matter. And we have to circle around a couple of times because the phasing is not that good. Doesn't matter that much again because we are going to spam enough satellites up here that we won't really have a problem with keeping in touch. Now we'll just release that. That thing will, well, it will fend for itself. Now you can see we hit it. We actually hit the other satellites, which is, well, it's bad. It's really bad. So we'll have to go back into the satellites and fix our orbit again, and then we'll head back down. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go for a heavily inclined orbit, not strictly polar, but almost. And that's just to increase the coverage around the planetoid or the moon itself. So we are just burning down our there, yep. And yeah, we're in a stable orbit. We have everything we need here. So we'll call it a Minmus Tricomsat MK5 Delta, and then we'll rename all the others too. This is the Alpha, and it is targeted towards the moon. And we have the Beta one, which is one of the closer ones, and we'll have the Charlie one. I know it's supposed to be directly to Delta, but I like having it alphabetized. Alright, so as you can see here, we just add another target to the planetary relays there, so they'll actually target the Alpha, but because that's the one they might miss. And as you can see, we are adding one to the southern one too. Trying to figure out which one. We'll use the contact mission one. That was the old contact mission, so it doesn't matter. Alright, so that's it. We have a lot of stuff in orbit, and we'll continue on next time. I'll see you guys. Bye.